Hi guys, how's it going? Today I bring you a quick review on a little set from Too Faced. It might be one of those sets that it kind of comes across as an afterthought compared to their larger palettes, but I really think this is a great high quality set. It's filled with what I guess you'd call deluxe sample sizes of products from their regular line. It's called the Melted Kisses and Sweet Cheeks set, and it is 3 separate boxes inside that one larger box, and each one contains a melted liquefied longwear lipstick and a coordinating Love Flush blush. And while I've had quite a bit of experience with the melted liquid lipsticks, I feel like I've been using those for a long time. This is my first time with this kit trying out those blushes, and I've got to say, I'm super pumped about these blushes. They're a little goes a long way kind of product. The finish on the skin is really natural looking, and I love all 3 of the shades that they've put in here. Now, I already have full sizes of these different melted liquid lipsticks, so that's what you're going to see me applying, so I don't have to mess with these new ones and I can give those to someone else. In case you're not familiar with the way these work, you twist off the cap and then the product pushes up through this little kind of spongy applicator here. And I know something I said when I first reviewed these was that seems to work fine for the more natural shades in terms of getting a precise enough line on your lips, you know, but they do have some really intense shades in this line. I've got a really hot pink and more of a reddish berry type color, and with those, you know, it really shows if you're not inside your lip line. So that's something to keep in mind with these. You may want to brush off a little on a lip brush if you want the most precise application, but I really think that's only necessary for the boldest, brightest shades. The Melted Fig is a little bit on the deep side, but I still don't have any trouble with the application in this format, so I just wanted you to know that. But the texture of these, you know, it's kind of a velvety feel on the lips. I know these are kind of referred to as a liquid lipstick, but they're not going to be like those totally matte liquid lipsticks that almost like solidify and totally set. I've been wearing this one for a little while now, and as you can see, there's still a little shine coming from it. You know, as I press my lips together, there's still some creaminess there. But I do find that they have really nice staying power, so that's a plus, and it's just kind of a fun texture to work with. You know, they go on very opaque on the lips. It's not a lot of work to build these up, as you'll see in the applications. And I think they pair nicely with the blushes that they've given you, although ultimately, I really think you could go any direction you wanted and things would still look fine. The first one I'll talk about is the Melted Peony with the blush in Justify My Love. So this is going to be your classic pink blush. It's a little bit on the cool side, and it was the only blush that I noticed that had just the teeniest bit of a shimmer, like a very fine sparkle in it, which was something that I had trouble picking up on once I applied it to my cheeks, but I can see it when I look closely at the product, and sometimes I can see it when I swatch it. While the other 2 blushes seem to have this kind of interesting, really soft, satiny finish to them. You know, they have the intensity of a matte blush, but not the chalkiness that you might pick up on in some matte blushes. This shade doesn't quite have that same smoothness and texture. Still a pretty blush and still a pigmented blush, but I'm just pointing out there's a little difference that I picked up on. That comes with the Melted Peony liquid lipstick, which is going to be a really classic pink color. I think it's really pretty. This was the first one that I remembered experimenting with from the whole line. It doesn't go quite as cool as that blush shade does, but you know, they make a nice pairing. In the next kit, you're getting the Melted Fig and the blush in Your Love Is King, and that blush, let me tell you, this one really took me by surprise when I put it on because it is so intense. It's kind of a plummy berry type blush. As I was saying before, it has this interesting kind of satin finish. I think a lot of people are going to like the way this comes off on the cheeks because it's not glowy at all, but yet it doesn't look super flat and dry. And the way I use this, since I use this in conjunction with the other blush, what I did was put this one on just a little bit lower on the cheek, and I just love the way that comes off. And I'm very careful when I apply it to just tap into the product, tap off the excess, and then maybe even tap on my hand if I feel like I've gotten too much, and then just apply it to the cheek, and it looks so pretty. And the lipstick you get in there with it is the Melted Fig, and this is my favorite melted lipstick of the bunch. It's not your standard kind of reddish berry that I wear a lot of. It's got a little more purple in it, and I think it's just really interesting, so pretty, goes on with completely full color as all of these do. And then the third kit that you get has the melted lipstick in Nude, and the blush is in the shade called Love Hangover. Hangover. And that blush is a really nice kind of rich coral. And the way the plastic is a little bit different color from the actual blush on the inside, it might be a little bit hard to really hone in on exactly what color this blush is. But I think it would be very universally flattering. And I just popped it right on the apple of the cheek. And I think it looks so fresh in that way. I've worn this alone plenty of times, but it does look kind of pretty paired with that other blush. And then the melted lipstick that you've got here is Melted Nude, and this is going to be a deeper nude. This is the shade I've been wearing throughout the video. When I first tried this, and it was back when these first came out, I remember being a little uncomfortable with a deeper nude shade like this. And now maybe it's after wearing more of those trendy kind of brownish nude type shades, I feel very comfortable in this one. So it's kind of hard for me, honestly, to pick a favorite between these two sets, the one that has the more peachy blush and the one that has the plummy toned one. These are definitely my favorites. Not that I don't like the Peony set, but I just think, you know, these colors, just something about the texture of these blushes is even better. But I think this is a great little kit from Too Faced. There's the to and from on the back of each of these boxes, so they would totally, you know, fit down in a stocking and be something I think someone would be really excited to see. I wasn't really loving some of those larger sets, as you may have seen in my other video, but I think these are really, really nice smaller gifts. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.